Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Life of Claire. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you are a returning subscriber, of course, thank you for taking the time to watch any of my content. But yeah, so today we're gonna go ahead and review my bronzer collection. This is basically my collection series. I did my highlighter collection that I'll link down below for you guys to check out. I figured the next thing I would go into are my bronzers, and then we'll see if we do probably like blushes and then foundations next maybe. But this is like bronzers and contour powders together because I don't really have that many contour powders. But anyways, that is what we're going to do today. We're going to dig into my stash of bronzers and contours. Before we get into the rest of this video and diving into each individual piece, please be sure to smash that like button, and if you want, subscribe. It's free. It's just a little button, you just click it and join my family. If you decide to join, of course, always hit that notification bell so that you are alerted every time I upload a video. Yeah, so that you're like in the know, in the now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this video. So I do have quite a few bronzers that I've collected over the years. Some of these, the majority of them I feel like are drugstore bronzers. I love drugstore bronzers. I love drugstore products, period. But I do have a couple like higher end products, and if I can find them, I will link them down below in the description bar so that you're able to see where I got them from. And yeah, if they're not listed there, chances are I just couldn't find it. But I don't think any of this is limited edition. I think, oh yeah, there's probably 2 products that are limited edition, but you probably still can find them. If they're if I find them, I'll link where you guys can get them. But I feel like the majority of my stuff is drugstore. Yeah, is drugstore. So let's just dive right in. I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just gonna grab things and show you guys. Alright, so the very first thing I have here is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow bronzer. This is a longwear bronzer. I am in the shade 27 Cream Cafe. Now I literally just dropped this before when I was setting up to film right now, so it is completely smashed. And I tried to repress it. This is the bronzer that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I've used this a couple times in my tutorials. It's like a glow bronzer. My finger has a bronzer on it. The lighter part on top is more of like a shimmery, kind of like a satiny lighter bronzer. It is the glow part of this bronzer, and then the bottom part, the actual bronzer section, that is just a matte bronzer. It is so silky smooth. It blends out so easily. It's like so easily. I'm not exactly sure what the price is for this, but I will have all the prices across the screen for you. Hopefully I remember this time. Last time I said I would do that and I forgot. But honestly, really good bronzer. The very next bronzer I'm going to pick up is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. So this one, I picked up the shade, I guess it's in the shade bronzer. So this one, I think I picked up the wrong shade, honestly. It's just a little too orange for what I like. As you guys can see right there, I'll swatch these for you. It's just a little too orange. But yeah, it's super smooth, very easy to blend, very soft. It feels, I don't know, there's a little bit of a sheen to it too, which I actually like, but it's just, the undertone is just too orange for me. This is my bronzer, my Wet n Wild's Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. This actually broke off a long time ago. This one has gotten a lot of love, and I've had this for so long and I still have not made a dent. I think it's supposed to, okay, it expired technically July 2017, but it smells good. It doesn't act funny. Like, it's still really great. It's a pretty light bronzer, and you're thinking like, girl, does that even show up on you? Yes, it does. There's definitely a bronzer for me when I am at my Fairest right now, but it has like these little tiny like reflex in it, like golden reflex. They're not chunky glitters or anything. It's just, it looks really pretty. It just gives you a nice little shimmery bronze. It's not glittery, it's not chunky, it's smooth, easy to blend, and it actually has SPF 15. Like, what the heck? Yes, a bronzer has SPF, which is always good for your skin. I have this shimmering bronzing powder from Modelco. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think, a long time ago. I haven't used this too much, but it's the same type of bronzer, kind of like the Wet n Wild's one. It has a little flecks of gold and glitter right in the inside. It's definitely more of like a shimmering bronzer. The glitters in this one are definitely a little bit chunkier. I'll swatch that right next to the Wet n Wild one. But the formula of this one, it almost feels wet. That's this one right over here. Oopsie. Right here. The very next bronzer is Bora Bora from e.l.f. I got this a very, very, very long time ago. These baked bronzers, they're a little hard to work with, I'm going to be honest. But if you get a really stiff brush, you can definitely pick up product. I'm going to swatch that right here. It's definitely on the lighter side for sure. That's the one all the way at the end. But still really pretty. It does show up on the skin. You just have to work at it a little bit longer. I have another e.l.f. bronzer in Los Cabos. Now this one's a little bit more cool toned than Bora Bora. But this one I feel like it's easier to pick up product. Like my whole entire finger is coated. And I will swatch that next to Bora Bora. And I should get a wipey. But as you can see, Los Cabos is definitely more cool toned, but I love it. I never had to scrape anything off for this one. It picks up, like you can pick up the product and the pigment easily. The other bronzer that I have is also from Wet n Wild. It's their Mega Glow Contour Palette. It comes with a banana powder that I used to use all the time, and now I hardly ever use it. And then a bronzer contour shade. Now the banana powder I love. It's really, really soft and smooth. It's a really nice product. Actually, I should probably put some on underneath my eyes to brighten up under there. And then the contour powder, it's just a little bit too dark for me. The other bronzer I have is my Marc Jacobs bronzer in Tantric, 102 Tantric. This is like my holy grail bronzer. I absolutely love this bronzer. I can just, it's easy to blend. I've had this for years. I've had this for like, how long have I had this product for? 3 years? 4 years almost, and I still have not made a dent. Alright, I have the two Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the one in bronzer, and this is the one in light bronzer. So when this came out, they only had light bronzer. I couldn't find bronzer anywhere. And I thought I could pull off light bronzer. And I've used it. Oh, it smells so good. I've used this before. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can totally pull that off. That is so light. That is so light. I need to just give these away to someone. But this is light bronzer. That is like so white. That's not even a bronzer. I don't know why I thought I'd pull that off. But I would apply it and apply it. I'm like, man, I don't see anything happening. So I picked up bronzer when I found it, thinking that it would help a little bit. Bronzer is definitely a little bit more cool toned, but let me tell you, it's like the same exact product. It's literally like the same exact product. Like, are you kidding me? How is one called bronzer and the other light bronzer? They look like the same exact thing. So I need to give those away because I don't use those at all. They're just way too light, and Physicians Formula definitely needs to be better at expanding their products and their color range. Like, what the heck? Everybody else wants to sample your stuff. Please expand. So I also have an e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing palette. This one is it right here. This is in the one in St. Lucia. Excuse the mirror, it's really really dirty. Beautiful. This is a little bit more cool toned for me, definitely, but the blush in here is amazing, and these pick up pigment super easily. They're like super pigmented. This is the bronzer right there. You can hardly see it. Like I said, it's just a little too cool toned. I do contour with it though. I've contoured with this powder a little bit. This one definitely, don't be afraid, it has some like gold flecks in it, but that doesn't come off on the skin. I picked up a Sonia Kashuk Knockout Beauty, what's it called? Golden Glove Skin Glow Knockout Beauty by Sonia Kashuk. It is their bronzer. This is the product right here. I honestly picked this up because of the packaging is super cute. Just wait till you look on the inside. Hold on. Ugh. It has little gloves imprinted in it, and it says KO for knockout. Super cool. Love it. I have my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. Now this stuff will last you forever. Forever. I do like using this. I need to use this more now in the winter because that's really the only time I can wear it. During the summer I'm too bronze if I do tan, but it comes with this protective cap, and I've used this quite a few times and there is no dent whatsoever, and it smells delicious. Ugh. So it's a nice little cream product. And I should have used this today, but that's it right there. Beautiful undertone. So I have another e.l.f. contouring, blush, and bronzing palette, little compact. This is the one in, wait, do I have St. Lucia again? Wait a minute. Oh my god, I have St. Lucia in the powder and St. Lucia in the cream. What the heck? Okay, so this is St. Lucia in the cream. So the blush in the cream is definitely a lot darker, a lot more pigmented. Hello. The powder is very, very light, but if you combine these together, then it's perfectly fine. The bronzer, cream bronzer in here, it's like a contour shade. It's too pink for me, so I don't really use that. But that's it right there. So the contour shade is just a little too much of a pink undertone to it. I don't know. I've tried it a couple times and I didn't like it, but I have to give it another go because I feel like I really haven't given it a full chance. Alright, so the next thing I have here are the Too Faced Soulmates. This is the blushing bronzer. This is Carrie and Big, and this one is Ross and Rachel. My two all-time favorite TV shows definitely is Sex and the City, Friends. They're so good. Sex and the City is bomb. So Ross and Rachel, of course, like how can I not get this? That's Ross and Rachel right there. Really beautiful bronzer. I feel like I use Ross and Rachel the most. Carrie and Big is just a little bit lighter. So this is the bronzer with Ross and Rachel. You guys can't even see that, but okay. This is Carrie and Big. Alright, so the next thing I have here that I use as bronzers, I thought they were all bronzers. Turns out they're face powders, but they are the Milani face powders. These have gotten a lot of love. They are beaten up. Number 10 Chestnut, which is really pretty. Then I have number 6 Medium Tan, and this is the one usually I use for bronzer if I want medium tan. And I will hold them all up together in just a second. And this is the darkest one in 07 Dark Tan. And that's this right here. These are 6, 7, and 10. As you can see, 10 is just really, really dark. I haven't used this in quite a while as a bronzer, to be honest. And they're probably due to be passed along or something. And they're honestly just taking up space. And then for this container, because I have 2 drawers full of bronzers, the very last thing is the Lorac Tantalizer Baked Bronzer. Emily ended up giving this to me. But yeah, it's like a really intense shimmery bronzer. Really beautiful though, especially like all over the body in the summer. Gorgeous. And this is that. It is intense. It is like a real, this could be a highlighter for my darker skin tone family. Like, this is beautiful. Look at that. Alright, so the next thing I have is my NARS Laguna bronzer. Now this one actually shattered on me, or my husband purchased it and it was shattered. but I was just like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just repress it. I haven't actually officially repressed it. It's still kind of cracked and shattered in there. And excuse the dirty mirror. But that is it right there. Now, NARS Laguna seems to be the perfect bronzer and undertone for everybody. And it has a little bit of like gold reflex in it. This does not work as a bronzer for me. I need to get some of the other NARS bronzers. I also have the Smashbox Contour and Bronzer Trios on my contour. You guys know I already love the contour stick. Look how tiny it is. And then we have the bronzing stick, which I actually do enjoy too. A really great bronzer. I love it. And then this is just the highlighter stick, which we're not even talking about. So those are really creamy, so easy to blend. It's like 101 for contouring and bronzing. Like if you're looking at trying to like kind of incorporate those steps into your makeup and you're just not sure how to go about it, off the bat, if you're looking for a cream product, Smashbox Contour Stick. If you're looking for just kind of like a one size fits all palette, I would go in with the LA Colors I Love Contour. It's inexpensive. It gets you comfortable with contouring with powders and bronzing with powders. And then once you feel more comfortable, then you can kind of like expand, but it's not going to break your bank while you're practicing and trying. This is beautiful. There is a lot of kick up, and it does feel like a little bit, I don't know, it's not chalky. It's just, it's really soft. The powders are just very soft, so when you dig your brush in, you're gonna get some kick up, but they blend easily. I used that today to contour, like those two shades. I use these two shades right here to contour today, and look at that. Beautiful. Now that is very comparable to the Anastasia contour kit, and this is like, oh my god, this is so dirty. Let's try and wipe this down. This is the one in medium, I think. But yeah, so it comes with the banana shade, the two highlighting shades, some contour, bronzing. I love this thing. It's really, really good. The powders are like a little bit hard to blend. The LA Colors does blend a lot easier, but I don't know, my very first contour palette, I don't think I'll ever give it up. It was my very first one that I purchased. The next contour bronzing palette that I have is the Anastasia, also very, very dirty, Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This is the one in medium, and it has my color corrector that I've used before. The cream products, I hardly ever use these, to be honest, like on and off. But never on video. I don't think I've ever used these two on video before. But I definitely dip into mainly these two shades right here to bronze and contour. This one's just a little bit too dark. But honestly, it's such a great deal and it lasts forever. I've had this for so long. And then the very last thing I have for a contour slash bronzing, it's mainly contour for me, is the Wet n Wild Cushion Contour, and I've used this in my channel before. But yeah guys, so that basically completes all the bronzers and contour powders that I have. I know it's not a lot. I could definitely use some more bronzers, even though my husband says no, I have too many. But yes, I love bronzing powders. That bronzing is like my all-time favorite thing to do. I love bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. If I could come out with my own makeup line, I think it would be, the very first thing I launch would be a bronzer. I know it sounds stupid, but I feel like bronzer, it would have to come out somehow. But yeah, so that basically completes my bronzer collection. I hope you guys found this, I don't know, helpful with like maybe some drugstore bronzers and contour powders that you're not sure if they work out well. Leave a comment down below on some of your favorites. Maybe I have some of your favorites and you're like yes, or maybe there's something that I showed you guys that I love but you guys don't love. Please let me know what you guys think. Smash that like button for me just so I know you enjoy videos like this. And of course guys, oh, before I leave, follow me on my social medias. I'm definitely more active on Twitter and, why did I say that weird? I'm definitely more active on Twitter and, oh my god, I'm blanking, Snapchat. Whoa, what the heck? I'll leave that displayed for you on the screen or linked down below. But yeah, but definitely hit that like button, and as usual guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.